So you're thinking about moving to the San Antonio area? Before you pack your bags, let me share with you some of the common mistakes people make so that way you can avoid them. From underestimating the traffic to not researching neighborhoods to live in, I'm going to share with you some of the most common mistakes people make. And let's get started with a little teaser of where I am at. I am actually not in the city of San Antonio. I'm at a park called Fisher Park out in New Braunfels. Stick with me to the very end of this video and I'll share with you why you need to go check out this park. If this is your first time to my channel, I want to say welcome. I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about moving to San Antonio and the surrounding suburbs. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you can be the first to find out about all the new market conditions here in the San Antonio area. My name is Tracy. I'm a mom to 5 and I've lived in San Antonio for over 9 years. We moved here in 2016, right before my son was born. My team and I love helping people make their move and transition to the San Antonio area, whether that's in 1 week or 1 year. We'd love to be able to connect with you. All of her information is in the description area, so make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you can be the first to find out about all the new videos that come out. Connect with us and we can't wait to help you make a smooth and pain-free transition to the San Antonio area. Here are my top 5 things people fail to take into consideration when moving to the San Antonio area. Number 1, underestimating traffic. Traffic can be horrific. I'm sure it's horrific anywhere you live, but it can be horrific, especially in the San Antonio area. They are constantly doing construction on the freeways. So you've got major freeways such as 10, 35, and Loop 1604. And because there's a lot of people who are moving to the San Antonio area, there's constantly traffic. They will frequently shut down the freeways to expand them, widen them, and also make overpasses. Just be aware of that, especially when you're looking to move to areas that are maybe a little outside of the city, because this can definitely affect your commute time, especially if you are going to work or traveling to other recreational activities. Number 2, failing to do research on neighborhoods. San Antonio is a very diverse city, and so you've got the urban, you've got suburban feel, and you even have a little bit of rural. Make sure that you're doing research into the areas that you want to live, because each neighborhood has a little different vibe to it, and you want to make sure that's something that you are looking for. As I've mentioned previously, and you probably have heard and seen and read, San Antonio is a rapidly expanding city. You're going to find areas of San Antonio that are experiencing a lot of growth, and with that growth obviously comes a lot of traffic. On the far west side, you're going to see a lot of new home developments, and also on the east side, you're going to see new developments. And while those may be closer to areas that you want to work and live, it might not be the best vibe that you're looking for. Now, when you come out to the San Antonio area, there's some people who rent or buy too quickly. When we first moved out here to the San Antonio area, we actually rented an apartment for about a year. As we looked around, my husband was in the police academy at the time, and so we wanted to make sure that we found an area that was going to fit our growing family. We lived near the place that he went to school, and then we explored the city, and then we found the north central area was the area that we wanted to live in. So we found a house there. We researched the neighborhood, we researched school districts and the crime, and so those are all things that you want to be able to take into consideration as well. Number 3, thinking that San Antonio is hot year-round. Yes, it does get hot here in San Antonio, but what some newcomers fail to take into consideration is that it does get cold over here. Every couple of years, whether or not you believe in global warming or not, we actually get snow, and sometimes it's a significant amount of snow. In fact, back in 2021, morning. In fact, back in 2021, it was so cold and snowy that power and water actually shut down for a couple days. We were actually without electricity for about 36 hours. Thankfully, our water was not shut off, but I know a lot of people did have their water shut off. My twins were about 4 months old at the time, and so I was obviously more concerned about them because the house got down to about 50 degrees. And while we had blankets and a fireplace going, which I am so thankful for, obviously I was concerned about their safety, especially since we didn't know when the power would turn back on. So just make sure that you take into consideration that yes, it gets hot, it can also get very cold here. Number 4, not preparing for property taxes. Yes, Texas does not have any state income tax, but your property taxes are going to be high, and people fail to take that into consideration. So while housing and buying a home may be affordable and a lot cheaper than, say, areas of California or New York, make sure that you take your property taxes into consideration as well. And while San Antonio is still more affordable than Austin or Dallas, there are some areas in San Antonio which have a higher cost of living. Alamo Heights, the Dominion, and Stone Oak. All that combined, with your property taxes, make sure that you take all those little things into consideration as you're looking to purchase a home in the San Antonio area. And number 5, thinking that you're gonna get the same lifestyle here in San Antonio as you would in Austin or Dallas. The cultural vibe here in San Antonio is much different than the high-speed tech industry of Austin or the corporate hustle and bustle of Dallas. San Antonio is a lot more laid back, and there's more of a historical charm here in San Antonio than you would see in the Austin or the Dallas area. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna walk past over here because there's some ducks I want to show you. Let's see. Duckies. And for my bonus, number 6, when you move to San Antonio, please do not forget to take into consideration exploring outside of the city. Yes, the Riverwalk and the Alamo are historic and staple icons here in San Antonio, but there's so much to explore outside of those areas, such as the historic Pearl, you've got the Missions, and even a little bit outside of San Antonio, you've got wine country of Fredericksburg, and you can go tubing in New Braunfels. There's just so much to explore outside of San Antonio, and you don't want to miss that. So what is so great about Fisher Park, and why do you need to explore it? As a mom of 5, I want to be able to take my kids out to parks and explore and enjoy nature. Fisher Park is in New Braunfels, and that is a little outside of the city of San Antonio. This park is actually 62 acres, and it is one of the best places that you can go explore with your family. There is a splash pad over here. There are playgrounds over here. They have a nature garden, as you can see right over here. There's a little nature garden. They've got an amphitheater over here. There is actually a pond that you can go fishing at, but remember, you have to go get a license in order to do so. There are over 2 miles of walking trails. There are little fitness centers, and so it's great for people to do group exercises or just run around the trails and stop, do pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups. And it's just a great area for the community to come hang around at as well. As a mom, this is heaven right here. In the summertime, this yellow bucket that you see here, it will fill up and it will pour down with water. There are little spray cannons for the kids. There's this little green thing over here. There's a little water spout. There's a little water tower right over here. Bathrooms right over there. And then just beyond this splash pad area, there are great playgrounds. So there's a smaller playground over here, and then right beside it is a bigger playground that's got a playscape area, and it even has a climbing area. So great places for kids to explore. So which mistake surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And remember, avoiding these mistakes can help make your transition to the San Antonio area much smoother. And if you're thinking about moving to the San Antonio area, please reach out. My team and I would love to be able to connect with you and see if we're the right fit to help you make a transition to the Alamo City. Remember to hit the subscribe button below, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.